welcome. This is going to be my second Valentine's recipe for you guys, and it's going to be a cake. Now this can be made into small cakes, mini cakes. It could be made into a bundt like what I'm going to do today, or you can even make it into a loaf. So for this you're going to need some essence. I'm using almond. If you don't have almond, you can use vanilla, baking powder and baking soda, cinnamon, which I always put in most of my cakes, eggs, sugar, some frozen raspberries, or you can use strawberries, and I'm using pink because Valentine's. I have here some almond flour, some cake flour, some mayo, and some softened butter. So let's get started on putting this together. I'm going to start by putting the butter into my mixing bowl. To the butter I'm going to add in the sugar. Next you're going to cream the butter and sugar until it's very creamy and light. Okay, once that is creamed and it's light and fluffy, you're going to add in your eggs one at a time and beat after each addition. Okay, once that has been mixed in, add in the mayo. And you're going to mix that in. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my cinnamon to the flour and the baking soda and the baking powder. Give it a mix to combine. I'm also going to put in the almond flour also and just mix that in so that when it goes into here, it will be incorporated properly. Okay, to the egg and egg mixture here, add in your essence. Give that a quick mix. And now you're going to put in the flour and stir very lightly. Okay, once it comes together, take it off. You're going to take this off. Now you're going to add in your berries. Now you're just going to fold these in, because if you over mix it, the batter is going to get very, very red. So just mix that in really quickly. Make sure you butter and flour your cake pan or bundt pan properly before using it. Now you're going to take your batter and put it into the pan. Okay, this goes into your oven at 325 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes until it's cooked all the way through. So you want to check it with a skewer. Make sure that skewer comes out clean, and then the cake would be ready. We'll need to cool it before we continue with the other step. Okay, so the cake just came out of the oven and it actually took 45 minutes for it to completely bake. Make sure you check it with that skewer, because when it was at 40 and I checked it, it still needed that extra 5 minutes. So I'm going to leave this to cool down completely before I invert it, and then we'll finish the cake. Now that the cake has cooled, I'm going to go ahead and invert it. Can you all see those berries in there? This looks so delicious, and this cake is so light. Watch how light this cake is. I can actually move it like this. That's how light and fluffy that this cake is. So I'm gonna give you guys two options. You can either do the first option, which is make this an alcoholic version, and you take my recipe with the sauce, the butter sauce with that rum from my homemade rum cake, and you use it on this. I will leave the measurements down below to make that rum sauce, and you can drizzle that over this cake. Or you can have option number 2, which I'm going to do for you all today, is I'm going to put an icing sugar glaze on it. So here I have the icing sugar, and here I have whole milk. I'm going to add a little bit of milk at a time. because I want to create, the mixture must be runny enough that it can drizzle onto our cake, but it mustn't be so runny that it will completely run off. Okay, so I put in about a tablespoon and a half of milk, and this is the consistency you're looking for. Okay, so the next step will be taking that icing sugar and pouring it over the Bundt cake. And now for the most important part is cutting this and seeing how it looks like on the inside. Can you all see that? Can you all see how light and how airy that is on the inside? And there you have the raspberries. Oh my goodness, you all are absolutely going to love this. So here you have it, my raspberry bundt cake recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. If you make this for Valentine's or any other time, let me know down below what you think. If you're new to my channel, I hope you like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!